What is up, guys? This is Kobe here and welcome to another 5th job skill showcase, and today I'm going to do another comic class, except this is going to be the most simple one of all time. I'm going to be going over Pantheon, aka the Nova's Garden skill. So the description is, with the power of the Nova God, punish enemies and receive its blessings. If you receive Heaven's Door while Pantheon is active, Pantheon will disappear because they do not stack, which means you get a buff on the upper right hand corner. At level 1 it lasts for 612 seconds, at level 25 it lasts for 900 seconds, and it goes away either when the buff is over or if you die. If you die, you ignore the death entirely and your health recovers up to full HP. The cooldown for all levels is 20 minutes. That is very disturbing. I kind of wish it was around 10 minutes or so, because 20 minutes is kind of overkill, to be honest. 10 minutes would have been fine, but yeah, it's basically another Heaven's Door. And if you die with Pantheon on, and let's say a bishop uses Heaven's Door, then you do get that Heaven's Door buff. That this does not make you immune to Heaven's Door for the next 10 minutes. It just means that you won't be able to receive the Heaven's Door buff if you still have this buff active and whatnot. So we're going to go ahead and use it, and I'm going to showcase, me dying from, let's say, a potion lock mob or something like that, one of those flying mobs. We're going to go ahead, buff up, and go into this map. We're just going to transform here. As soon as we load in, let's look for a flying mob first. You might need to go into the next map, because I probably won't be able to finish this unless there's a flying mob around, and there it is. So let me get away from the flying mob and let me show you guys the skill. So I'm gonna get up here, and here's Pantheon. Kind of a bad place to do it, but that's basically the skill animation of it. Now we do have a buff that lasts for 10 minutes, and that means if I die, I completely ignore the death and I receive my health entirely. So let's do this right now. 81 health. One more time, and I have died. The buff has gone away, and I have full health, or just about full health. And that's really all there is to the skill. There's really nothing else to show to you guys. But for those of you Novas, how to use this along with Heaven's Door is, like I said in the beginning, if you use Pantheon and you die, you're going to want a bishop to use Heaven's Door after you die. Maybe let them know that you died or whatnot so they can use Heaven's Door. Do not have them use Heaven's Door before you use Pantheon. Or you could just use Heaven's Door. I mean, a bishop can use Heaven's Door at the beginning of the boss fight. You go in, you die, and then you use Pantheon. So that's 2 deaths saved. So that's one way to combat. That's actually a better way to do it. Make sure Heaven's Door goes first, and then once you die with Heaven's Door, that's when you use Pantheon. You'll pretty much ignore 2 deaths in the first portion of the boss fight, and that's very, very useful for you Nova classes out there. And that is it. Very, very simple skill, like I said. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, that is if you want to, and I'll be bringing back some more great content to you guys later. Peace out, everybody.